Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
Behind me is a huge LEGO underwater reef scene built by Eric Mattson. This thing is so big, I could literally crawl up in here and sit inside this build. But what makes it so amazing is the depth here. So out front, you've got this nice white sand, and then all sorts of cool coral and underwater plant life, and all sorts of fun colors that LEGO has released, some old, some in recent years. I love kind of the red and yellow coral sticking out from the rocks there, and then these fish throughout it. So some of them are kind of hidden. You might recognize a little dory inside there. Some of these red fish up here, then you've got the bigger black and yellow fish here as well. I really like this one over here with those browns and whites is fantastic. But then as you look further into this scene, it kind of gets narrower and narrower, and you start to see the silhouette of the whale in the back there, which of course is also built with Lego bricks. Eric is just a master. It's incredible what he can do. But I love how it kind of focuses your eyes onto that whale in the back and that large kind of overarching sheet of water that is in the back of the build. What's neat is there's kind of multiple angles, so you can even get kind of low here and look through this direction, and you see even other types of coral and other colors as well. He's made these huge pillars with the snot or studs not on top type technique, with kind of the studs going in all directions, basically kind of building this whole thing almost upside down in addition to ground up. So the fact that he was able to put this all together is amazing. You also notice Duplo for a lot of the structure on the outside here, which is a great pro tip for building up for large builds as well. Great work here. Welcome to the massive Jurassic Park layout at Bricks Cascade. There are 600 dinosaurs on this huge layout. There's a massive volcano with a train and monorail going through it, and smoke coming out of the top here. There are dinosaurs ripping apart all sorts of people down here at the base of this volcano. There's even a couple of themed Wallies throughout this layout. As you come over to this side, you start to see a bunch of different types of dinosaurs along with that train that's giving tours around the park. You've got this big observation tower up here with all the people kind of checking out the park and all the action down below. You of course have to have your bathrooms as well in the park. Then you've got your smaller train loop running through the cliffside over here with some more dinos. You get into a water portion as well. So there are some water dinosaurs and then some helicopters coming in and trying to protect some of the guests at the park. Then you've got a bunch of different buildings over here as well, kind of administrative buildings. You've got some of the T-Rexes in the very back here, kind of ripping apart some people. This guy's barely hanging on, trying to survive. Then you've got your power station here. You of course have to power everything in the airport. Now you've got Main Street. So this is the gift shop where there are lots of fun things that you can buy. You've got the minifigs kind of just milling about, trying to run from the dinosaurs. There's bookstores in here. There's all sorts of fun stuff that the minifigs can do. There's of course a dumpster fire happening as well. You got to have that on Main Street. There's coffee shops. And then further down, you've got your Lego stores. So even Jurassic Park needs a Lego store. Then there's the main office, and of course a massive hot dog, because that's how they feed all the dinosaurs in the park. The little kiddie park back here, and then it brings us to the monorail station. And this is where you can get on the monorail along with going on your adventure tours over here with the tour bus. So a really incredible layout here. Shout out to all the builders who worked on this. Fantastic work. This is the incredible Fantasy Forest Tower by Catherine and Samuel Harmon. At the bottom, you can see the tree trunk with hidden scenes inside with the woodland people in there. Then around here at the base of the trunk, you've got the Mushroom Kingdom with kind of some of the mushroom people living around the base of the trunk. There's more scenes up here hidden inside the trunk, but then the top half is the fairy tower up here, and you can see some of these fantastic minifigs around, and then I love the flowers at the very top and the really unique use of some of the blues and greens and tans, some unique colors there on the walls. This really great kind of stained glass effect here in these windows as well, works really nicely. You've got smaller mushrooms kind of adding details around the truck, and then even more scenes here with some musical instruments and singers there. I also love this technique down here, and as you look through the hallway, you can see there's even more minifigs inside there. Also great use of lighting in this build that really helps you understand and appreciate a lot of these details. More unique plant pieces here growing up from the ground. And then the fact that this whole thing kind of spins around as well is great. It allows you to see details like the back here, this round tower, and then all of that kind of trans pink inside the tower there as well. So this is just a really incredible build by two amazing builders with tons of fun details. This is an incredibly detailed 16-foot long layout of the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Starting down here, we have Capitol Hill, and then that slopes down into all of the museums, the botanical gardens, the Museum of the American Indian there, the iconic Air and Space Museum. You've got the art museums over here on this side. Then you get into some of the Smithsonian buildings over there, the Museum of Natural History, and then the Department of Agriculture, and the National Museum of American History over here. One of the most unique structures is right here with the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Then of course you get to the Washington Monument here with blinking and working lights. You can see there are actually lights all throughout this with the lamp posts, just add that incredible level of detail to the whole layout. I also love the paths that the builder has added and just all these tiny little cars, even representing the roads that go underneath here. He's added lights and represents the roads exactly like they are in Washington, D.C. So some of these buildings are just amazing. If you look here at like the Hirshhorn Museum, where you've got that round structure, really difficult to capture with Lego. This is a really amazing layout. The builder spent 7 years putting this together, and I think he's just captured all of these tiny details. When you walk around the National Mall, you can recognize a lot of these buildings and even the statues that he has represented here. This is the largest illegal Lego cylinder in the history of the world, built by brick-bending Jeff Sanders. He's made these triangle formations with these 2x6 plates here, and then he's got these 6 kind of arms going off of each triangle. He connects each of those up with even more plates and then starts to bend that into this massive shape that you see here. This thing is 6 feet tall. You can fit multiple people inside of here. And technically this is illegal because it puts a lot of stress on the bricks. If you kept it like this all the time, it would definitely start to fall apart. And if you played with it and touched it too much, I think the whole thing would explode as well, according to the builder. But it looks really amazing here, and it's fun to look at how all of the different shapes connect, almost in like a snowflake effect when you start to look at all of the ways that the different triangles are connected, all made from these 2x6 plates. Next to that, we have another incredible example of his work. This is all 1x12 yellow plates here, and it's just done in a wavy pattern that, again, you're able to stack them enough on top of each other that you're able to create some wave and some give with those Lego bricks. So again, a massive, almost 6 foot tall sculpture here as well. Jeff Sanders' work is always amazing to see in person, and it's really incredible to see how you can take just one piece and use it in so many amazing ways. Next to me is every Lego Pirates set ever made. Starting in 1989, we've got iconic sets like the El Dorado Fortress, which was just remade, the iconic Black Seas Barracuda pirate ship back there. I love some of these incredible pirate sets with the island base plates. Then you've got the large raised base plates in both the pirate and imperial sets. Some more amazing pirate ships. The pirate ships were always much bigger and impressive than the imperial sets in these themes for some reason. I think they just wanted you to have more fun with the pirates. Here you've got this cool kind of skull effect with that pirate set. But then even the smaller sets are really amazing with some of these, like the gun carriage here and the little islands with the cannons on it. Then you get into the mid-90s with Islanders, one of my all-time favorite themes. I think the minifig design and prints on this is really cool. It's the first theme that gave us leg printing on minifigs, which is amazing. And some of the prints are just really, really fun on these as well. Even more pirates here. One of my favorite sub-themes is the kind of conquistadors with the chrome armor that you get on some of these ships and some of these minifigs in this era here in the mid to late 90s. Then you go into Jack Stone, which was a very different time for Lego and for pirates, but it brought us a few more pirates, including the only Lego pirate ship that could ever float back there in the back. Getting into more recent years, you've got the Imperial flagship back there, which is an incredible, amazing looking ship as well. Some of these smaller island sets, as they've experimented with some more of the pirate sets in recent years. You had Pirates of the Caribbean, which is there in the back represented. And then you get into Lego Movie, like the Sea Cow, which was this fantastic ship. And then you come to today, where you've got some of the really incredible kind of remakes here, like the El Dorado Fortress up here that we've just recently had come out as well. So really amazing to see the history of all of these sets laid out here at Bricks Cascade.
Oh, that?